Hello and welcome back to Tech with Hudson. I'm Hudson, and in today's video, we're going to be doing the first episode of the quest for the Chipotle Wood VIP Celebrity Card. So if you didn't see the trailer for this series, what it is, it's me documenting all of my progress while I try to get the Chipotle VIP Wood Celebrity Card. The Wood Celebrity Card is it's kind of like a Chipotle gift card, but it's made out of wood and your name is engraved onto it. So it would say Hudson Menzel's wonderfully crafted, delicious, organic burrito card or something like that. And I think every super fan of Chipotle would definitely want this. And I'm a Chipotle super fan, so I would really, really want this. And I do really, really want this. I've been trying to get this for 2 years almost. One thing that I tried to do to get it was spend almost 7 hours total across 3 live streams only saying the word Chipotle. And links can be found to those live streams in the description down below. Oh yeah, and one last thing. I'm going to be documenting all my progress that I make whatsoever, whether it's on videos or it's not on my videos. I'm going to be documenting it all on my website, and a link to that will be probably the first or second link down in the description down below. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so everybody, the first thing that I'm going to try here, and I do this almost every day, which has to annoy Chipotle, but this is gotten to the point where I don't even know what to do anymore. So I'm on a live chat with Pepper, which is their virtual AI assistant or whatever. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell them, I said speak to an agent right here, and then they took down some information. And now I'm going to tell them all of this. So if you want, you can pause it and read this, but I'm going to tell them everything that has happened and where I am so far. And again, sometimes it takes them a few minutes to respond. They are really busy. But this is technically a live chat feature, so you're able to not text with them, but message with them live through a chat feature on their website. Okay, they have read our message. They said, give me a few minutes to look this up for you. Okay, thanks. And now we wait. Okay, so we got a response. They're so sorry to hear about this, and they'll pass my information along to a specialist that can better assist me. They'll create a ticket on my behalf, and someone will be reaching out to me by email. Awesome, thank you. Okay, so it's been a few hours, I'd say like 5 or 6 hours, since I did that live chat and they said someone would get back to me via email. And I've had 0 response in my email whatsoever from anything Chipotle related. So I'm starting to think that that was a huge failure. But then again, we'll try again with the live chat feature next episode. But now we're going to do a quick interview with someone who I actually found off the comments of Chipotle's Instagram posts. And basically, I'm not going to say much because he's going to introduce himself in the video. But I interviewed this guy, his name is Evan, and basically he's eaten Chipotle over 100 times in 2021. And he's a huge Chipotle superfan, just like me. And we have very similar goals of getting the Chipotle Wood Card. And I just did a quick interview with him. So here's what it was. Okay, hello everybody. I'm here with Evan, who I found his page on Instagram off of Chipotle's Instagram comments. And I saw that we had fairly similar goals of getting the Chipotle Wood Card. And I'm going to ask him a few questions. Okay, so first of all, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. My name's Evan Campbell. I've been eating Chipotle for over 6 years now. I had it a lot throughout high school after sports games. And then in college, senior year of college, I decided to create an Instagram account solely devoted towards Chipotle. And then earlier in 2021, they followed me on Instagram, but I'm still in search of getting a wooden card from them.
Awesome. So first of all, and I saw you were also followed by like the Chipotle jobs or like people of Chipotle.
Yes. Yep.
So in terms of being followed by Chipotle, does that mean they like respond to your DMs or? No?
Yeah. So when I message them, they see every message, but they only like a few of them. So when I post a story and I tag them, they'll probably like 1 out of every 4 messages that I tag them in.
Okay, that's interesting because I actually did like, did you do anything like specific to try, like besides eating Chipotle like almost every day? Did you do anything specific besides that to try to get them to follow you, or did they just follow you?
Yeah, so I initially tried to get them to follow me on Twitter, but they never responded or saw my messages. I would tweet at them publicly because they respond to a lot of people frequently. But then in terms of Instagram, I just kept tagging them and I kind of opened up the floor so that whenever my friends got it, they would tag me in it. So I would always have content posting, my friends getting it, my family getting it. And I think one day they were just so tired of being tagged in it, they decided to just follow me back.
Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, one day I did, and I actually did the part two, which only lasted like an hour and a half today. But one time I did I don't know if I told you about this, a 5.5 hour YouTube live stream where I sat on my couch and only said the word Chipotle until they followed me on Instagram, and they still didn't follow me on Instagram. I was on like tons of email threads that night, like trying to, and I know someone who, well, I don't like know him, but I know him because I'm in his Discord server. He has like 2,000 or something Twitter followers, and I have 0 because I created Twitter that day to try to tweet Chipotle. He tweeted Chipotle telling them to try to follow me on Instagram so I could say other words besides Chipotle. Nothing worked. At like 5 hours and 15 minutes in, I got a DM from Chipotle. It was from Ty, I believe. And here, I'll pull it up. But it said, "Thank you so much for the support. Unfortunately, we're not able to follow you, but we hope you have a great night," something like that. Oh, yeah. "Hi, Hudson. We're so happy to hear that you're such a big fan, but I don't have the power to follow you. We appreciate the love and hope you have a great night. Ty."
That's pretty sad. I feel like they should follow you. That's a lot of effort.
Yeah, and then I've been like tagging them in like tons of posts. Like I remember like a year and a half ago, I made a post where I literally just did 5 reasons why Chipotle should follow me on Instagram, or at least, or no, it was 5 reasons why Chipotle should send me the wood card or follow me on Instagram at least. And I think they might have actually liked that post, but I'm not 100% sure. And I've been posting like tons of Chipotle related posts. I've been making tons of Chipotle YouTube videos, and like what this interview here, I'm starting the series this Friday. The first video is going to be posted, and it's going to be every Friday until I get the burrito card, or until like I actually make some decent progress. And I'm going to be documenting it all on my website. I don't have a domain name for it yet, but I'm building the site like today. I started building it. But yeah. Oh yeah. So have you like, what's the biggest thing that you've learned from, was it 100 days in a row, or like did you take breaks?
Yeah, so I decided to basically just get it as much as possible this year. And then I realized at one point I was at like 70 bowls on the year, and then made it kind of my mission to get to 100 really fast. So for 4 weeks in a row, I got it Monday through Friday, and then took the weekend off. And then this week I'm going to get it today, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday. But Chipotle did see my post on getting it 100 bowls in the year and just liked it. They liked the post, but didn't comment or message me about it.
Oh wow. If you like learned one big thing, what would you say that you've learned after eating 100 was it bowls or burritos?
Yeah, bowls.
Yeah, bowls. What would you learn? What would you say to the people watching? Like if anyone wants to eat 100 bowls in a year or more, even because the year's not even over, if someone wants to eat 100 bowls in a year or more, what advice would you give them?
I would just say like persistence is key, like being dedicated to it. I think me and you are probably the most dedicated Chipotle fans in the world. So I think that just being really persistent about it, because there was plenty of days where I didn't want to, but I had, Chipotle following me on Instagram and other of my friends following and wanting to see that kind of content. So there was days where I wanted to either get Qdoba or like McDonald's or something else, but I decided to just be persistent about it. And then I just think it's been an awesome journey so far.
Yeah, that's awesome, honestly. I'm trying to think, like you've answered most of my questions without me even asking them. So, do you think, would you do this again? Like, I know you're not even done, but would you do this again?
Yeah, I think I'm honestly just going to keep getting Chipotle until I get the wooden card. Like I decided today, I wrote in my post about, I think I'm at 103, that like I'm just gonna keep getting it regardless of focusing on the wooden card and then hoping that it's just a byproduct of getting so much Chipotle. Like I'm just like the follow. I didn't really seek their follow out. It just happened one day. I think I'm just gonna keep getting it so that eventually one day, if someone, whether it's Ty or Mads, goes on the Instagram post, they're like, wow, he's at 150. Wow, he's at 175. Like we kind of have to, instead of me feeling like I'm forcing them to give it to me.
Yes. And I actually saw this guy on Twitter. I'm trying to pull it up right now. I think he's out like 4,000 or 5,000.
I saw that. Yeah, like 4,200 something.
Yep. Or yesterday it was 4,074.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Do you know if that guy has a wooden card? Because I looked at his Twitter page and I scrolled down a bit. I didn't see anything about a wooden card. There was nothing about Chipotle in his bio.
I don't think he has a winning card. And then there was one other person that messaged me on Instagram or commented that he got it 100 days in a row. And no one, Chipotle didn't give him a wooden card. And then another girl responded to my story, and I think she had it 74 times in a month and Chipotle doesn't follow them, and she didn't get a wooden card. So
Wow.
I don't know anyone with it.
Yeah, me neither. Did you see, I think it was a few months ago or not, a little bit less than a year ago. I saw on Chipotle's Instagram story, they had this thing where they traded someone that was trading up from a bobby pin up to a house for a wooden card, 3 tractors for a wooden card. And I was just looking and she was willing to trade the wooden card. I was literally looking around my house for like a week. Like
I offered my car actually for that. Yeah, and she just didn't take it because she was looking at something. It was a little under 10,000, which was the car was worth, but she was looking for something that was worth more than 10,000 because she had been trading her way up to, it was like worth to her what could have been 15,000. But I think the wooden card itself is only worth like $5,000, I would say.
Yeah.
Because you get a meal every day, chips, a drink, and then you're allowed to cater one event for 50 people.
Yeah. So if you had to like take a guess, do you think that in the future you will get a wooden card, or do you think you will?
I think eventually me and you will get a wooden card, just because I think that both of us are really committed to getting it. And I think that we're just eventually going to get so much Chipotle and have the shirts and have all the apparel that like, they're just genuinely, yeah. And I have my flip-flops on right now.
Oh, wow.
So I think eventually there just won't be other people out there that are more committed than us. I mean, we've seen like a few people do it for like a short amount of time, but you seem like you've been committed to Chipotle for quite some time now.
Yeah.
As have I. So yeah.
Like I haven't been getting Chipotle every day like you have. I've been getting it like once a week or a little bit more, a little bit less. But I try to stick around once a week. But I'm so mad. I changed my main username on Instagram from @HudsonMenzel to @sponsor_me_Chipotle. And I have another account, which is just sponsor me Chipotle, no underscores, nothing. And I made that a while ago and I like never posted anything. I posted like 2 things. And I thought I could just transfer that username to my main account. So now I own the account sponsor_me_Chipotle and sponsor me Chipotle. But basically, I don't have that much time left, but if you could say one thing to Chipotle, what would you, to like Mads, Alex, Ty, so if you could say one thing to them, what would you say?
I would say that I appreciate Chipotle. It's been a love of mine for just because of the quality of the food since I was a little kid. But I would say to them, like, value the common customer, like the passionate customer, because I feel like because we're not famous, we don't have the same access to a wooden card as other people, because I know that the people that do have a wooden card are famous, but they don't get it or care about it as much as we do. So I would say pay attention to the people that care about Chipotle.
Yeah, and I actually got 2 emails in this time span of 3 days, 4 days. And I was on the live chat feature and I got an email later that day and the other day, basically what they said was sorry, but and they were from, I think, like the marketing team, or what they said was the VIP card team. But they said sorry, but the wooden card is not something that we just give to every customer. We only give it to a select individuals who are either Chipotle super fans or celebrities. And then I'm like, yes, I completely understand that, but I am what I would consider myself a Chipotle super fan. I did in total about 7 hours of me sitting on my couch only saying the word Chipotle. I eat Chipotle a lot. I love Chipotle. And I was wondering if there was any way that you could like make an exception to this so I would be able to get this wooden card. And they said sorry, and they just responded, and there was like a typo in it too. They responded with, sorry, there is none available. Levi. Like,
Yeah, it's that. I think that's, to me, it's just really discouraging because it shows that like they really don't care for people that are really passionate, that aren't famous or like an actor or like a celebrity. So I think, I think it'll change eventually, like because we'll just still be committed to having Chipotle, liking it, wearing their shirt and their flip-flops. So I think if like we just keep being consistent about it over time, eventually it'll happen.
yep. And I think I'm gonna start, like, I know you've been, is this bowl 103 ever since you started counting them, or is it bowl 103 of the year?
It's 103 of the year. Since I don't have an official count, but I can say definitively I've had over 300 in my life.
Okay.
Like for a fact, yeah.
I think I might start counting on my Instagram. I'm not gonna like copy you whatsoever. I think I'm just gonna just like post burrito number 1 on my second page or my first page, or like burrito number 2, and just
I think that would be cool.
Yeah, yeah. And I feel like if I, like what you did, if I keep tagging Chipotle, if I keep commenting on their posts, and what I've realized is it's either that they just don't see all my comments, or they only respond to the comments that don't have to do with the wood card or following me. Like they respond to every one of my comments that has nothing to do with following me, or I sent a DM, that kind of stuff. But then when I say I sent a DM, or I've done this and this and this over the past 2 weeks, I feel like you guys, it's impossible to get the wood card. Like, and then they don't respond to that, for example.
Yeah, I've had the same unluck. I will comment. I'll like be one of the first few commenters. Like if they post something, I'll comment a minute later so that I know that they saw it if it's on the post. But if it has something, like they'll respond. But if it has something to do with the wooden card, they won't respond. And I'll say like Ty or someone check the messages, because I've Instagram messaged them like long messages before, like paragraphs about like why I should have it. And they like will see it but not respond or like the message. So I know that they know that we want one. And that's what makes it so upsetting, because it's like, I don't know how much more I could do it. I mean, I've like, if I have to get it every day, I will, but I still don't even think that's enough.
Yeah. I'm starting to feel like, I know it's definitely not impossible whatsoever, but it's definitely going to be a huge challenge for both of us to get it.
It definitely will. And a lot of my friends have tried to convince me to start at Qdoba, but like, I honestly just love the Chipotle food so much more. The food is amazing.
I completely agree. And that's all the time that I have right now, but
Yep.
thank you everybody for watching this. I'm gonna do like a quick outro after this, but yeah, thank you so much for joining the Zoom call and letting me interview you about this.
Awesome. Thank you, Hudson. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye.
Have a good one.
Okay, first of all, I would just like to say a huge thank you to Evan for doing that interview with me. And if you like the journey so far, subscribe so you can follow along. And the link to all of Evan's social medias will be in the description. And same with my social medias, they'll all be in the description. And my website will be in the description so you can follow along with absolutely everything involving the Chipotle Wood Burrito card. And if you like the video, please like the video. If you didn't like the video, please dislike the video. And subscribe if you haven't already. Or don't. It's up to you. See ya.